Hey guys, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host as always, Jay Shatzer. And today, I've got a fabulously wacky sci-fi flick lined up for us. It is Roy Ward Baker's 1969 flick. It's Moon Zero 2. And guys, this is strange to say the least. So let's get into this wild and weird film. Here is Moon Zero 2. Moon Zero 2 is a groovy science fiction film produced by the British horror house Hammer Films Productions. Set in the far psychedelic future, when man has colonized the moon, space pilot Captain William H. Kemp is offered a lucrative yet illegal job of guiding a sapphire meteor to crash land on the moon's surface, in order for a rich tycoon to become, well, richer. That's not Kemp's only moral dilemma, for a beautiful young woman is asked the captain to help assist her on tracking down her lost brother, a moon miner who has suddenly come up missing. Caught between a rock and a hard place, Kemp must figure out how to do both jobs, while staying out of the watchful eyes of the moon police. But what happens when the two jobs become intertwined, and Kemp's personal interests become entangled? The film stars James Olsen of the Andromeda Strain, Amityville 2: The Possession, and Commando fame, as the retired exploration pilot Captain William Kemp. Olsen does a tremendous job in making the character brooding, yet at the same time allowing him to appear like one hell of a cool and fun guy. This swinging astronaut spends most of his time at the Wild Moon Bar, where gaggles of cleavage-bearing chorus girls provide the patrons some rather interesting dance numbers. But if you can't find him there, you might find him sulking in a corner reminiscing about how space exploration has been given the axe thanks to budgetary reasons. Don't feel so bad for the guy just yet, because his life is pretty damn good. Aside from the spandex-loving chorus girls, Kemp has his hands full with a few more beauties. There's Elizabeth Murphy, a strict but fair moon authority played by Adrienne Corey, who happens to regularly find Kemp relaxing between the sheets on her beyond trippy bed. Then there's Clementine Taplin, played by Catherine Shield, who has the role of the fish-out-of-water girl who is looking for a missing brother. Both women do a great job in fleshing out Kemp's character a bit more, allowing for us to witness a gentler side of the captain. This film isn't all about Kemp and his ladies, though, far from it. It has a rather interesting story, albeit a far-fetched one, filled with a good amount of action and intrigue. I'd go as far as to say that Kemp's character serves as a futuristic James Bond, pitting him up against an evil genius bent on diabolical plans. The film also allows Kemp to provide some witty and genuinely smart-ass lines that wouldn't be so out of place in the Bond universe. And the fact that Kemp is frequently getting into some romantically intriguing situations with a few choice femme fatales make it that much more familiar to a 60s spy flick. There's also a great deal of twists and turns in the narrative that I personally felt were creative and interesting. The film feels like a straightforward affair when first introduced, but you come to find later that there's a great deal of weight to the story that's hidden under the wacky psychedelic presentation of the set designs and comedic-filled flair. I especially enjoy the miniature work done in this film. We get a wonderfully retro-envisioned moon colony, filled with glass-domed communities, expansive monorail travel terrain, and architecturally diverse cityscapes, all from a modest budget. It's a quaint reimagining of what society would be like on the moon's surface, while being embedded with the style and sassiness of the time period in which the film was created. I've always loved the vision of the future, and I absolutely ate up the scenery whenever I came across one of these interesting snapshots of 60s injected future worlds. Moon Zero 2 is a great example of this mindset, and the addition of the enjoyable similarities between Kemp's reluctant hero, pseudo-spy, and the staples of the Bond universe and other Eurospy agents is just silly and extremely entertaining. They don't make them like this anymore, and that is a sad but all too real fact. Moon Zero 2 is somewhat of an enigma in the Hammer Films library. While they dabbled in various science fiction themed movies, none of them went as out of left field as this one. Played more for the fun factor of it all, Kemp's heroic turn as a morally incorruptible space adventurer is a blast, giving us another memorable wisecracking guy to look up to. Though the set designs and miniature work are modest at best, there's a special charm found within the production. Simply put, the film just screams fun. If you're looking for a serious trip into the great unknown or a contemplative look at our society living amongst the stars, then I suggest you look elsewhere. Moon 02 doesn't concern itself with such matters. It only aims to deliver a fun, retro-infused ride, and that's exactly what it accomplishes. Here's to Kemp and to a movie that is just out of this world. And that is the wild, wild world of Moon 02. It's as crazy as it looks and as fun as it seems. But guys, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed that review, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe. And if you have time, leave a comment below because I'd love to hear from you. But until then, guys, I will see you at the next movie review. Take care.